Hello, and welcome to Lone Wolf. This video is meant to be an introduction to what Lone Wolf is, what I'm doing here in our growing technocracy slash algocracy. It seems like everyone and their dog literally is clamoring for their piece of real estate on YouTube and on the internet. And so, what am I doing here? Well, that's what this video will address. I'm attempting to infuse something good and real and wholesome into a medium that can feel like it's been overrun and loaded with the superficial junk sometimes. So this video is going to serve to tell you who I am, what Lone Wolf is, and how we're going to move forward. Who am I? I'm coming here on the heels of years of some extremely painful and difficult experiences in my life, particularly in the context of my working and career life, most recently, in this daily evolving brave new world where especially the working class is experiencing change at an unprecedented level. So this medium, Lone Wolf, is here to serve as a type of outlet for myself. I've had, including recently, but throughout my life, some extremely painful experiences, including chronic illness, which includes but is not limited to crippling anxiety and soul-crushing depression, mistreatment by society, including being ostracized, alienated, ridiculed, tormented, terrorized, and essentially abandoned by a lot of different systems, which include jobs and religion, education, government, etc. And I remember that pain very well, and promised myself if I ever found a way to cope or to heal or to grow stronger throughout these experiences, in spite of them or because of them, that I would do my best to share it. And that's what I hope to do here. And I started to realize that I'm not alone. I'm learning experiences like mine are becoming alarmingly more common. There's a lot of hurting people, particularly amongst us lone wolves, the race of men who don't fit in, as Robert Service would say. I've long felt compelled and called, if you will, to share my experience in an effort to support others in some way, as a form of vocation or calling. And so that's who I am. What is Lone Wolf? This project that I am working on here, it's a conglomerate of media based on the philosophy of living that I've developed and communicated through the mediums that are most effective and which I also enjoy, including these YouTube videos, including a blog, also music. I enjoy playing covers and busking around places that I go, and hopefully we'll be able to post those videos here and I've been doing music for a long time, and it's also served as a type of outlet for me. And occasionally other people will enjoy my performance as well, and I hope I'll be able to include that in some way here with Lone Wolf. Another medium that this will serve as an outlet for is anthropology. At heart, I love cultural anthropology and understanding the world and humanity and society through the lens of cultural anthropology and applied anthropology, and understanding how humans tick and how we work and don't work sometimes, and all of our humanness fascinates me, and I've found anthropology a very helpful context through which to understand the world in a more neutral perspective, even understand some very painful and bad experiences through a lens of learning and growth. That alone can sometimes shift away from pain into something positive and useful. And philosophy and history and politics, the study of those can offer us a perspective that gives us a way forward. And ultimately, that way forward is to discover how to live a good, healthy, happy life, particularly as a lone wolf, who are amongst those race of men that don't fit in. That's actually a poem from Robert Service, the men that don't fit in, and that's how I've felt much of my life in virtually every context. And I'd like to think of that as a good thing and hope to frame it as a good thing with Lone Wolf. It's also an experiment. Lone Wolf is seeing if I have anything to offer, and if anyone's buying what I'm selling. So far in my life, it's felt like the answer is no, not really, but I'm willing to explore my options, and that's what I'm hoping to do here. Maybe it seems odd in a medium where anything less than 1 million views is a failure. I personally will consider one view from someone who really needs this is better than 1 trillion empty views from clickbait. And I, rather than be a grifter, if one person watches this video, feels a little less alone, a little better about themselves, and a little more hopeful about life, that's more than any amount of unengaged views. I'm doing this for myself, to know I at least explored ways to leave the best of myself in the world. As far as the format of Lone Wolf, I'm still working that out, if I'm honest, willing to admit and open to adapting it as it goes along. But I do have a general structure. The way I see it, it will likely start with a few videos to learn about YouTube and the medium, and to see if there's any interest, along with discovering whatever trolls might get after me along the way. And then it will likely turn into maybe just a set of videos, which I may continually edit over time, rather than an ongoing, endless project. Like I said, there's a lot of content, and even more creators, and every day that seems to be overwhelming the YouTube atmosphere, and I don't want to contribute to the clutter. But I'm also open to ideas, and will certainly learn just as much, if not more, from you all than anything that I might share that is worth learning for you. In conclusion, Lone Wolf is intended to be an outlet for me to share concepts and tools that hopefully help other lone wolves like myself with similar experiences navigate this crazy world in a healthier way that helps them feel better about themselves and the world, and hopefully avoid some of the pain and mistakes I've made, or have the tools and concepts to navigate and cope with them better than I might have been able to in the past. As far as editing these videos, this is what it's going to look like. We have such a polished and overly edited experience of society and life, and particularly media like this. So I will be doing very little, if any, editing, so that we can bring something raw and natural and maybe a little ugly to this overly polished YouTube atmosphere. And at the same time, in this artificial intelligence world, having a little dose of very natural human, I feel is healthy and good in a time where artificial intelligence is blurring every single line that we've known at warp speed. And also in this time where, I don't know about you all, but it feels like every YouTube video that I watch is yelling at me, is this violent, loud, and invasive experience to watch virtually any video on YouTube or anywhere else. I would like to think of myself and aim to be a natural, quiet, calm, composed voice through a storm of emotion and chaos and violence. It's still developing, Lone Wolf is, and I don't know exactly what it will look like, but this is the rough idea. I believe lone wolves like us are a crucial element in restoring a healthy society. We represent the few with the experience, heart, and resilience to pioneer a better trajectory away from the chaotic course toward which humanity seems to be heading. So the next concept I will discuss in my next video will be a Cherokee proverb about two wolves. So the fitting analogy aside, I feel it serves a very powerful story to help understand how life works. And that will be my next video. And I look forward to it. Thank you.